Hello, my dear people. Listen to this. I'm going to read interchangeably three, sets of scripture. And let's listen to the first one. I'm still going to come back to it. Romans chapter 8, verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmity. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groaning which cannot be altered. Keep that in mind. Let's go to another scripture, Luke. It is in Luke. Luke chapter 22, from verse 44. And being in an agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling down to the ground. Droplet of blood. In medical term, they call it hematohidrosis. In natural world, it's a sickness. But this phenomenon is not a sickness with Jesus. It came about by a serious groaning, and there was a reaction, internal reaction, that brought about the bleeding of blood, sweating of blood. Now, let's go to another scripture. Matthew chapter 26, from verse 36. Then cometh Jesus with them to a place called Gethsemane, and said unto his disciples, Sit ye here while I go pray yonder. Now, he is in Gethsemane, and he wants to pray. He came there to pray. He came there and he took with him Peter and 2 sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. That is his state of mind at that time. And said he unto them, My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. You see, the situation was a very, very grievous situation. A situation he has to pray the greatest prayer in his life. Now, Jesus is carrying the burden of sin. Remember, he has no nature of sin. He had never sinned before. Now he's in a new place, and he's carrying the burden of sin, and fear has come to the heart of Jesus. Heaviness has come to the heart of Jesus. Why? Because of sin. So Jesus is in trouble right now. He's in an unfamiliar territory. Fear and doubt is coming in. But Jesus has to pray to defeat, to shed all this fear and all this doubt, all this heaviness, all this sorrowfulness. But he cannot do it. I'm coming back to Romans 8:26. Likewise, the Spirit also helped our infirmity. The infirmity of Jesus now has become fear, weakness, and agony. For we know not what we should pray for, for as we ought. We cannot handle this. We don't know exactly what to do. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groaning which cannot be uttered. And this groaning this groaning that cannot be altered, you will not speak anything coherently that people can understand. Anybody listening to you, you are mumbling, you are hissing, you are doing reaction you cannot control. Something is going on. The Spirit has taken over you and praying for you, interceding for you in heavenly places. You see, so at this point in time, there is internal combustion happening in you. You know, all your whole soul, spirit, and body, they are aching. Something is going on. Something going on you cannot control. Something going on you do not even understand. So you are mumbling. You are praying, but you cannot praying what is people can understand. The Spirit is praying in you. Can you get that meaning? This is the highest point, highest level of prayer. Jesus bled, sweat, blood. I have been in that situation, but what I sweat was water, liquid from inside my body, not blood. I came to a point where my third daughter was dying, really, really dying from a very, very spiritual attack that has taken up to 9 lives, 9 children yearly where we live in Ikorodu. And my daughter is going down. And I pray all prayer I knew how. I couldn't, so for 2 hours. You know what happened? I started praying in tongues. As I pray in tongues, I got to a level where I couldn't even speak out. You know, I was sweating, I was mumbling. I got to that higher level. The Spirit took over. I was speaking, I was praying, started praying in tongues, angelic tongue, from angelic tongue to not saying anything at all, and mumbling, sweating. You know, at this point, my soul was heavy. My daughter was dying. And, you know, I did not let go, but the Spirit came in and took over and began to pray in me with groaning that cannot be altered. That reversed the situation of death that has come onto my daughter. You understand what I'm talking about? She came back to life. She came back to life. The Spirit stopped that drift to death and brought her back. At this Spirit, at this time, I have no control. I had no control of anything, but something has taken place. That's war in the spiritual world. And the angels defeated the devil, the spirit of death, for me. By them. By heaven itself. So what is going on here? You got to commit yourself. You got to commit yourself. Situation can be reversed. But are you ready? Can you prepare your soul to submit to the spirit of intercession? That spirit of intercession that comes from the supernatural, from God himself, from the throne of grace, and take over to defeat your enemy for you. Jesus was in that situation. After this prayer, he was bold to go to the cross and die. God does not die. It was his humanity that was threatened. It was humanity that was defeated before he went to the cross to lay his life for us. Brethren, I am happy to be able to speak on this thing that have been in my heart for a little while. So, brethren, keep trudging. Seek the Spirit of God in your life. You will defeat any wickedness that comes from even from the pit of hell, because Jesus is with us. God bless you.